What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to the video. And today we're going to be talking about why Cooper Flagg changes everything for the Dallas Mavericks. Without further ado, please subscribe. We're on the road to 500 subscribers. And guys, I promise y'all, like I said in So Bad Sports' podcast, I will continuously post a lot of videos in the coming weeks. I will be posting every day. So if you guys like basketball content, you like football content, this is the channel for you. This is free. It's completely free to subscribe. I really want to hit 500 subscribers by the end of the year, so that'll be deeply appreciated. Without further ado, let's get on with the video. So yeah, I wanted to make this video because I felt like the draft is coming up in 10 days. I think the draft's gonna be on June 30th. So I thought, you know what? I think there's one guaranteed pick in the draft, and that is Cooper Flagg going to the Dallas Mavericks, right? And I just think it's really crazy because the Dallas Mavericks, if you think about it, were in a completely different situation. Like last year, they were competing for the NBA Finals, and it's like we all thought that okay, like Luka Doncic is their future. Kyrie Irving, he's not really old, but he's getting there. He's still in his prime. You got Klay Thompson in the offseason. You still have Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford, PJ Washington. Jason Kidd has proven to be a pretty good head coach. Been to two Western Conference Finals and a Finals appearance. Like he knows what he's doing. So I thought, you know what, the Dallas Mavericks have a really good future. Well, Nico Harrison makes the biggest trade in NBA history by trading Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, Max Christie, and a first round pick. And at the time, I thought it was crazy, but now that I think about it, was it that bad? Was it really that bad of a trade? I think it honestly helped the Dallas Mavericks, in my opinion, right? Obviously, there's a lot of luck to it, right? Winning the draft lottery, having only a 1% chance to win the draft lottery. Some may say it's rigged. I am not going to be one of those people that is going to say it's rigged. I think the NBA is always going to do what is going to be fair. Um, you know, and the thing is, for it to be rigged, all the teams have to be okay with it. Like, and it just doesn't make sense for it. So I'm gonna go with the assumption, obviously, that I think that it wasn't rigged, and I think Cooper Flagg. The Mavericks just got lucky to get Cooper Flagg, right? And the thing is, right? I think the tandem with Anthony Davis. You got Anthony Davis, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, Cooper Flagg, and Derek Lively with Daniel Gafford coming off the bench as your center, and you have Max Christie, who's a young and up and coming I would say a role player, but he could be a pretty good star too. So the Dallas Mavericks are a pretty young team still. Even though they have Anthony Davis, and yes, he has some injury concerns, the Mavericks have a really good future, right? And my thing is, a lot of people are skeptic, like, oh, well, Cooper Flagg's not going to develop into the star that he's going to be because he's going to be like a third or fourth option on this team. Well, I disagree because I think Kyrie Irving, first of all, is not going to be playing until January. So he's going to have time to be the second option with Anthony Davis. And I think this is a really good blessing in disguise because he's going to go into a situation where he's going to be already winning games and playing winning basketballs. He's going to basketball games. He's going to be playing meaningful games in April, May, and even possibly June. Because I think the Mavericks team is that stacked and that great. And I think Jason Kidd, he's done wonders with Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis still talks to this day how good Jason Kidd is a head coach and how he's or no, as a coach, and how good he helped Giannis develop into the star he is today. Obviously, Giannis has a lot of talent. I'm not saying all of it's Jason Kidd, but he did help with that. And I just think that with Jason Kidd and how they can develop, he knows how to develop stars, and you can still learn with Anthony Davis, one of the premier stars in the league, Kyrie Irving, Klay Thompson, a lot of veterans on this team. I think Cooper Flagg is going to be okay with the Dallas Mavericks. I think he's going to be fine, and I still think to this day, I think Cooper Flagg has the potential to be a star in the league, man. I think he has the potential to be one of the best players we've ever seen. We're talking about a guy from Duke that can basically do everything. He can play really good defense. He's a two-way player. He's 6'9" with shoes, and he can shoot the three ball. He can shoot. He can shot create from the midi. He's a very good finisher. He can finish like he can finish around the rim, and he plays a lot of good defense, and he can make pretty decently. Like the Dallas Mavericks have found a jewel here, right? And obviously, Mavs fans are gonna be mad, like, oh, they lost Luka. He's a for sure thing. You're bouncing on. You're hoping that Cooper Flag can be that guy. I'll say this: Luka Doncic was not a for sure thing coming to the draft. He was not, because a lot of NBA scouts thought, oh, like players from the Euro League would not translate to the NBA. Well, Cooper Flag is a for sure thing, in my opinion. He is one of those guys where, okay, he could be good on any team. He plays that type of basketball. And guess what? He is that big enough where he can guard centers too. I'm not saying he's going to be guarding like Jokic or like Giannis or something like that, but he can guard some big centers too. He has that size. And I'm just saying like this right now in the West. And look, I'm a Warriors fan, so obviously this really hurts the Warriors too because we got to play the Mavericks like every year. They're in the West, but I think outside of OKC, I don't see the Mavericks not being. I don't see a team being better than the Mavericks. Like actually, like I maybe the Spurs if they get Kevin Durant. I think the Rockets are up and coming. I still think the Warriors are that good of a team, but I don't think those three teams I just named, other than OKC, are like drastically better than the Mavericks. I think the Mavericks are the second best team in the West, and I think if Kyrie Irving comes back healthy, and I think he'll be fine when he's back. The Mavericks can contend for a championship next year. I know it's crazy for me to say. Obviously, there's a lot of things that have to go right for every championship team. But I think OKC next year is going to be still the best team in the West, and I know the West is still going to be stacked. You still have the Lakers, you still got the Timberwolves. I said the Warriors already. The Memphis. There's so many other teams like Trailblazer. There's going to be so many surprising teams. But I think the Mavericks could be that team next year with Cooper Flagg. And Cooper Flagg basically gives them a future. Let's just say AD doesn't work out. Kyrie doesn't work out. Like that, it doesn't work out. You got Cooper Flagg for the next 10 to 15 years. People forget he's only 19 years old, right? And I just want to bring up his stats real quick because he did play for Duke and he did have a lot of talent around him. But I mean, like, let's be honest, he was easily the best player in college. He averaged 19.2 points, 7.5 rebounds, 4 assists, shooting 48% from the field goal, and that's really good for college. His 3-point percentage was 38%, which is really good for college, and he shoots the free throw for 84%. All great numbers. In my opinion, I thought Duke was going to win it all. But again, I don't want to keep rambling. I just want to make my points. I'm just saying that Cooper Flagg and the Dallas Mavericks are a team that all NBA teams are going to have to watch out in the coming years. I even think next year they can contend for a championship. I think the Mavs have that much depth, and Cooper Flagg really changes everything for their future and really saved Nico Harrison's job. He will save Nico Harrison's job because I mean, when you trade a guy like Luka Doncic, who took you to the NBA Finals, has given you 5-time All NBA selections every year, has consistently brought you to the playoffs, you don't trade away that guy unless you guaranteed know that it's going to be better for the team. And Nico is banking on defense wins championships, man. He is really banking on that because Cooper Flagg is a guy that can play defense and be a star, and maybe that's what Nico Harrison wants. That's going to wrap it up for this video, guys. I hope you guys like and subscribe to my channel. If you guys want more content, I will be making more NBA content. I'll be making more NBA mock drafts too in the coming days. Without further ado, that's going to wrap it up for the video. Peace.